Hey guys, this is Jack from FPV Academy in partnership with GetFPV.com. Today we're going to have a closer look at QAV-X Frame from Lumenier. Now the QAV-X is a very lightweight, high-performance quadcopter frame, whether you're going to be flying freestyle or if you want to race. The frame was designed by the Lumenier team in collaboration with Sharpoo. Now a lot of you guys may know Sharpoo as one of the members from Rotor Riot, and he is truly an amazing pilot. So when a pilot like Sharpoo in collaboration with Lumenier creates something, you know it's going to be truly great. Now when we have a closer look at the frame, you'll see that it is an X frame, which means that the motors are all the same distance apart. So if you measure this side and you measure the front, you'll see that the motors are all the same. And what that does is it balances the quad on all three axes. Now there's quite a few features that make this frame very unique. So let's have a look at the camera mounting system. There's a very unique mounting system for your FPV and your GoPro camera on this frame, which is truly amazing. So if we have a look at this wedge on the front here, you'll see that it doesn't just act as a GoPro stand for your GoPro camera that you can just plonk your GoPro on there at a perfect 35-degree angle. It also acts as a protection plate for your FPV camera. So you're going to be smashing this quad into the trees or into the concrete, your FPV camera will be protected, and it is also a mount for your GoPro. The top plate also has a very unique feature, which is this hole that's cut out in the back, and that allows you to have quick access to your VTX. So if you mount your VTX on here, you don't have to use a hex key to go in there and change the channels. You can very easily just through this hole access all the channels to your VTX very easily. This back plate that's on the back here is also very great, because what that does is it allows you to zip tie your VTX where it screws into the VTX and your antenna, where that screws together. That part is very secure thanks to these mounting options that's on the back. So if you crash your quad into the ground and it hits the antenna, there's a very good chance that it will survive that crash, because your antenna and your VTX is very secure on the back thanks to this little back extra plate. Now this frame does come in two different versions, with the only difference being the thickness of the main plate. The main plate does come in a 3mm and a 4mm version. We would definitely recommend the 3mm version if you are going to be racing more, because it is a little bit lighter thanks to the thinner carbon fiber. We'll recommend the 4mm if you're going to be doing more freestyle, because that 1mm of extra carbon does help out a lot more if you are going to be crashing it into trees and just the general freestyle flying crashes. Now while we are talking about the main frame, the only bad thing I can mention about this frame is this little piece of extra carbon that's on the back. I really have no idea what it's used for, and to me it just looks like a butt. If you do know what it's used for, let me know in the comments below, but I found it pretty useful and it does look a little bit funny. Apart from that, it doesn't affect the performance, doesn't affect the frame in any way, it just looks a little bit funny. Now with that said, let's talk about the power distribution board that is included with every frame purchase. This board is the Lumenier 4-power power distribution board, and you can fit it with an optional Pololu voltage drop-down regulator. Along with it, you'll get an XC60 pigtail, so you don't have to make up your own one. Now all of this is held together by really high quality aluminium hardware. All the screws are premium black oxide steel. The spacers have a textured grip surface treatment, which helps with holding of the spacers during assembly and servicing of the airframe. The spacers are also 28mm tall versus the standard 35mm. This gives the airframe a very sleek and low profile look. Now the final thing worth mentioning is that with every purchase of the QAV-X, you get a battery protector plate. Now this battery protector plate is really great if you're going to be flying freestyle. You just strap it onto the bottom of your battery. Because the battery gets mounted on the bottom, it's most likely going to take quite a hard knock if you're going to be crashing it into rocks or landing it really hard, things like that. This battery protector plate helps to protect your battery, and it's very easy to strap on. I have it on my personal quad, as you can see here. You just strap it onto the bottom of the battery, and then easy as that, it's there. Would not recommend this if you are going to be flying racing mostly, because it does add a little bit of extra weight. But if you are going to fly freestyle and you're most likely going to crash hard, I would definitely recommend you have this battery protector plate on there to keep your battery safe. Now all in all, the QAV-X from Lumenier is a truly amazing frame that I would recommend to anybody, whether you're a beginner or an advanced pilot, or if you want to race or if you want to fly freestyle. This frame has everything that you would need. I personally fly 2 of them and I had zero problems with them up until this point. They are really great frames. There's more than enough space to mount all the hardware that you need inside. You have the very cool feature on the back for the VTX. You have the very unique camera mounting system, and just the general quality and overall feel of this frame is very premium. Once you hold it in your hand, you feel how well everything is finished off. You'll know that this is a great frame by Lumenier, and you would not regret it 1 second. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've learned anything, then make sure you let us know by clicking on the like button just to the bottom right under this video. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the GetFPV channel. We will be doing a ton of videos on all these products that's coming up, and just giving you guys overviews, comparisons, and reviews on all the latest and best products on the FPV market. All these products are for sale on the getfpv.com website, and I will put a link to the QAV-X in the description below if you are interested in purchasing one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.